Hey everybody, it's Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Beautiful day outside. I still have my coat on because I'm in the wood shop and you can't see my face, but I'm just experimenting with different grains in the mill. Different flour, what am I trying to say? Fineness? I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. But I'm experimenting here. I'm going to do a review on this later. Now, what I do first is I get a couple winds through, make sure that the chamber is full before I set up the grinder, so I don't grind bare teeth and cause any damage. And you go by stages. You want to start out coarse and work your way down with this. So you don't want metal on metal. That's not quite fine enough. It's grinding. It looks like the hole might be on these. I can't exactly tell. Now I'll run it through once and see. I'm de-holing it first. Now this one does not have the shield on it. I'm going to have to fashion one. The one I'm showing you the link to has a shield and prevents this mess that I'm getting. So definitely the one I'm linking you to is a better one because of the shield itself. You don't want the grain popping out all over. On your coarse grind, it pops out all over the place. Yeah, these oats are in the hole. I couldn't tell in the bag in the dark the other day. So I'll have to run it through once and then blow off the hull and then run it through to grind it finer. I did some chicken scratch earlier and it turned out really good. It was the corn and wheat berries. I made it relatively fine. And then I'm going to try the whole grain corn later on. That'll probably be a video in itself because I've got to shuck the corn. That's corn we grew on our own land ourselves. I'll be shucking the corn and doing the whole works on video for you. This is bad. I'm going to have to make a shield because I'll have to really clean this place up really careful when I'm done or we'll attract mice out here. I haven't ever had mice out here yet, but they're going to smell that. I'm going to have to really sweep it up fine. Might even get a vacuum out here. Run it on the solar power from the electronics lab. Clean this up fine so that there's no critters attracted. Definitely don't want that. Yeah, so this is de-holing them. The first run. For the most part. I think. Yeah, that's the hole. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out with the mill. If I can use the oats with the hole on or not. But I'm absolutely making a mess. So I definitely have to get a way to shield this. The first run on this is messy. After you do the first run, it's not bad at all. And the bigger grains like this fly all over. It's bad. I'm taking my time. I'm not running it fast or hard. I ran the chicken scratch through 4 times to get a nice flour. Melanie said that'd be great for tortillas. She likes it already. Now, without running it empty, I run that back in. That turned out to be a lot once it's run through once. Run that back in there. I'll do a full video review on this. But I was reading reviews and reading things and details on how to preserve the life of this. So now you want to run some through the chute so you're not metal on metal. And then I can put that back in. The one guy says he discards it, but there's no reason. I put it right back in. And now I can loosen the screw and tighten that up a little to the next level. And keep grinding. And that's what I'm doing out here today for now. Just playing around and experimenting. I cleaned my wood shop a little bit too. Enjoying a beautiful day and resting a bit because I did a lot of heavy work the other day. So, just having a nice day. Well guys, I have taken over the kitchen. Here's some chicken scratch that turned out really good. I just washed my hands, I don't want to touch it. So that's, I didn't grind it super fine, but that's really, really good for bread, I think. Here's oat flour. And here's what I'm doing is sifting it through to get the hole out. And I'm getting the flour. But unfortunately there's a lot of oat bran, oatmeal basically, left mixed in there. So that's not good. It was only a cup and a half, I think maybe a cup and a half of oats turned into a lot of fluff. So it's not a big waste, and the chickens will eat it. They're going to love this. They're going to thank me for it. But we got, so far, a cup of flour. And it's a lot of fluff, too. There's a lot of air in there. But you can see there's a lot of oats. So that's wasteful. So I'm going to have to experiment and find a different way to get the oats out of the hull. But that is easy. That's really easy, the chicken scratch. Here I experimented and I put some in water to see what would sink, and it all sunk, so that didn't work out either. But, you know, just have fun making flour, and later we'll make some bread. I'm gonna get some of this wood picked up and get it over by the house to burn. It's been sitting out here for a while. It's perfect stuff. Perfect for the wood stove now. That one's heavier. Huh. That one's really wet. But most of these will burn real nice right now. A lot of that's oak. That small stuff. It's good for the mornings. So we got firewood. It's just a matter of getting it all sorted and over to the house. Some of it's frozen though. That one I'll put up and dry it out. That feels good, that piece. Yeah, that'll dry. There's one load. There's quite a few wheelbarrows here. Quite a few loads of firewood in here. And it's all pretty well dried. Not sure if you saw, yeah, first car I've seen go by today. That one might fit. Some of these are still frozen though. That's the problem with the winter, the stuff is frozen down and wet. This'll burn. A lot of the awkward pieces will work in the wood shop stove. That one needs drying. That'll dry inside. We're coming to the end of the heating season. We had the windows open today to take some of the heat out from the wood stove because it was too much. That's about all I can get, I think, for now. Couple pieces. Well, the rest is going to have to dry, thaw, and then dry. I'm going to keep picking at this pile as I can. I'll probably haul another load of the little stuff over, because that I can cut up and I burn that in the wood shop. Or for our porch cook wood stove that we got. We'll probably be using that heavily this summer for baking bread and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to get that over there and stacked. Well, that's all I can get out. A few more days and I'll be able to get the rest of that up. The stuff on the ground will have to dry though. It won't be usable this year. But it'll be good for next year. Well, there's a few pieces in here I can still use, I think. And there's the chunks that go into the wood cook stove for summertime use. I chopped that up into smaller pieces and it fits right in there real nice for cooking. There's a decently growing pile of firewood. That's the start for next year. And then over here, as it thaws out, this front row we didn't have on 4x4s. I got the 4x4s later. The back row is fine. Some of it just needs to be split again to fit our wood stove better. Most of all this should be alright. Once I get it off the ground, air it out a bit. As we pick it off the ground, we let it dry. And yeah, we'll probably finish the rest of this yet this year. And that'll be the end of that. And then I got some dry stuff up in there I can pick at yet. I think we'll be fine. Because, yeah, we're hardly heating at all anymore. I mean, we get cold nights. But the days are getting warmer and warmer. Well, Melanie got the chairs out today and enjoyed some time around the fire pit. Didn't get a fire going because it was windy. Michelle is learning how to ride her little tricycle. We actually found that on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere last year. And picked it up and brought it home. And she's loving it. It was a mostly overcast day. Little bits of blue sky here and there. But there were times when the sun was just blasting on the solar panels. Melanie did some laundry using pure solar power today. And I don't know where she dried the clothes. I was busy running all over the property, doing things, hauling firewood and working in the wood shop and working on the grain mill and everything else I was doing. Working in the store. We had some packages I had to prep. And UPS was supposed to come here, but they didn't show up. They're a little bit mixed up. I did another tactical video, so check that out. TR Tech, Tactical and Survival. And every day we do a video talking about what's been going on and how it affects our lives being stuck here on the homestead. The days fly by. Otherwise I would have got to it. But I'm going to start working on the greenhouse. I just ran out of time. But I'm going to rip up, if it's workable, if it's not frozen solid, I'm going to rip up the grow bed that I put down on the ground. And I've got to dig up some more pallets somewhere. That's another problem, I need more pallets. But I'm going to put raised pallet beds in the middle, just like I did on the ends. And that'll help prevent the sidewalls of the long row from caving in and collapsing on us.
So, well, maybe in the next couple days I'll get that done. That is something I do plan to do. And I found some rotting tree, actual logs out behind our chalet that I'm going to scoop up with a shovel into a wheelbarrow. I'm going to fill that and finish that grow bed as well this year. And then raise the levels in all these grow beds because they've settled quite a bit. And yeah, big plans. It's getting warmer, but we still have snow on the ground. Quite a bit of snow. I shoveled out to my tent. I'm working on, I'm looking up some specs for my e-bike. And when I get to it, I still can't really get around much. There's a foot of snow back there. But I'm looking at my e-bike, and I'm going to be working on that. And I ordered a part I need to get that going. We're going to put some 18650 batteries in that and run it. So hopefully the things will be alright this year. I'm looking at the garden. We have big plans. Well, that's it, guys. Unless something comes up. And this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Please like, subscribe, and share, and follow our daily videos as we strive to become fully self-sufficient and off the grid on a budget. Talk to you all later.